If you think that traditional variable ND filters are versatile, wait till you see what Freewell just launched. The Freewell Magnetic Variable ND Filter Kit boasts a total of 7 features and 20 functions. Let's talk about how this is going to be a game changer for my video production workflow. Hey guys, what's up? My name is Bernard and welcome to the channel. For today's video, I'll be reviewing the world's first versatile variable ND filter magnetic kit from Freewell. Just a disclaimer, the good folks over at Freewell did send me this filter, but this is not a sponsored video and I'm free to say anything I want about this product. By the time this video is released, you would probably have come across many other reviews sharing what the features of this filter are and how it works. For me, I'll be taking a different approach and share with you how I'm planning to use this filter and how it's going to improve my workflow. Hopefully, you will be able to relate and understand how you can use this filter to improve your content creation process. Personally, I'm a videographer first and photographer second. I tend to shoot outdoors a lot and in run and gun situations, so I need my gear to be efficient and reliable. Now that you know my shooting style, let's take a look at different scenarios. Scenario number 1. I am shooting outdoors with a fast lens. 90% of the time, the VND with 2 to 5 stops will be sufficient. However, at times when it gets too bright, I will need to switch to the VND with 6 to 9 stops. How many of you can relate when I say that although I own the VND with 6 to 9 stops, I avoid the hassle of switching filters because the process of screwing them on and off is too time consuming and effortful. Instead, I will either close my aperture and sacrifice my depth of field or break the 180-degree shutter rule by cranking the shutter speed. Neither of these solutions are ideal. With this set of magnetic filters, I am able to use half the amount of time and effort to switch from the 2 to 5 to the 6 to 9 stops VND. I'm not gonna lie, there is still the hassle of reaching for the other filter, but at least I'm more likely to do so if I can keep it accessible. Scenario number 2. I am out shooting when I come across a situation where I need a CPL filter. It can be because I want to reduce glare off reflective surfaces, or it can be to enhance the colors of skies and trees. Whatever the reason is, traditionally, to be able to do so, I will have to own a separate CPL filter. This means spending extra money to buy one, carrying extra weight when out on shoots, and last but not least, the much dreaded need to change filters. With the Freewell Magnetic VND kit, all you have to do is remove the VND base and flip the 2 to 5 stops filter around and voila, you have a CPL filter. You have no idea how convenient this makes things. I have been wanting to shoot with a polarizing filter and in fact, I have tried doing so before, but I soon realized that it was very tedious to keep switching back and forth as a CPL filter is not suitable for all types of shots. With the ability to switch between the 2 to 5 stops VND and CPL filter effortlessly, I believe that moving forward, I will start utilizing the right filter more frequently. Also, if I find myself in a situation where I need to use a polarizing filter and cut more light at the same time, I can flip the 6 to 9 stop VND to get an ND32 CPL filter. As if that isn't good enough, if I need more flexibility or precision, I can pair the CPL filter with other Freewell quick swap magnetic filters to get my desired effect. More on this feature in a bit. For the third scenario, I am shooting between indoor and outdoor areas. Normally, in situations like this, you have to take your filter on and off. For me, I used to use the UURIX rapid filter system to quickly remove and attach my filter, but the downside of that accessory is that there is some vignetting on wider focal lengths. With the magnetic filter system, attaching and removing filters will also be a breeze and there doesn't seem to be any vignetting issues. The only downside to this is that after removing the filter, you have to figure out how to store the filter in a way that keeps it safe yet still easily accessible. For the fourth scenario, I am shooting in a high contrast situation and I would like to give my image a more dreamy and film look. With the magnetic VND kit, I am able to switch between regular VND and VND with mist very conveniently. By using the mist VND, I am able to reduce highlights, lower the overall contrast, and add a softer feel to the image. Looking at the images side by side, you can see how these options can improve your visuals. Another benefit of this kit is that it is so much more affordable to own a system that allows you to switch between mist and regular VNDs as compared to buying both types of filters. Also, the downside of using other mist VND filters is that if you want to achieve this mist effect in low light situations, you will have to boost your ISO levels. With the Freewell magnetic kit, all you have to do is remove the front and use only the mist base to reduce light loss. In the last scenario, this is where the photographer in me kicks in. For some reason, when taking photos and doing long exposures, I prefer to use solid ND filters. That usually means bringing a whole set of other filters and taking time to switch them out. As the magnetic VND system is compatible with its quick swap filter system, I would be able to easily switch out my VND filters for solid ND filters. On shoots where I want to prevent color casts usually caused by VND filters, I can opt to shoot with solid ND filters and still keep a certain level of convenience when swapping out the different densities. Using traditional filters also means stacking them if I want to pair an ND filter with a CPL filter. As the Freewell VND magnetic kit is essentially a two-stage filter system, I can easily pair two different filters to achieve my desired effect. This unlocks so many options for both photo and video applications. Now that I've shared how I plan to use this filter system, we have come to the part where I talk about what I like and dislike about this product. Let's begin with the dislikes. Firstly, what I dislike is how they reverse the direction of their VND filters. Previously, to increase the density, you have to turn the filter in a clockwise direction. With the new filters, you have to turn it in the opposite direction to increase the density. If I'm using the new filters on an A cam and the old filters on a B cam, I can't rely on muscle memory to rotate the filters. The second thing that I dislike is that they made the magnets on the front cover stronger than the magnets on the VND layer. When I try to remove the filter cover, the VND layer usually comes off with the base layer. I did notice that if you slide the cover off instead of lifting it up, you can avoid this problem. They probably designed it this way because my issue with the old filter covers is that the magnets were weaker and easily knocked off in storage. With the way the magnets are, I am also slightly concerned that if my camera is strapped to my body and I'm moving about, I might knock the filter off. It would really suck if I lose my filter this way, so I think that I would stick to traditional screw-on filters if I know I will be transporting my camera this way. I think that it would really have helped if they made either the magnet stronger or if they created a groove for the filter to sit in like the VND base. That way, the convenience of magnets is retained and the risk of it being knocked off is reduced. The last thing, which isn't exactly a dislike, but more of a suggestion for improvement, is the case design. In general, I like most aspects of the case, which has a hard protective shell and has dividers to separate the different filters. However, what I think could use some improvement is that they could design the opening to be a bit more accessible. What I mean by this is that if I were to hang my filter case on my back strap, I would like to be able to easily access the filters to swap them out. After all, one of the biggest selling points about this filter is the ease of use when swapping filters out. It kinda defeats the purpose if the filters are not stored in a way that's easily accessible. With the zip mechanism, it makes the filter inaccessible when closed and rather unsafe when open. I think that adding an alternate clasp or a magnetic mechanism would solve this problem. To be honest, these are all the dislikes of the filters I can think of for now. I might have to use them longer to find out more. Let's now move on to the things that I like about it. The most obvious one will be I love how versatile this system is. I strongly believe that this filter is all I need for 90% of my filming needs. The second thing I love is that this system is as convenient as it is versatile. By making the filters 2-in-1 and making it magnetic, changing filters is an effortless and efficient process. More often than not, I'm either using the wrong filters for the job or miss out on capturing moments when I'm swapping out filters. This ends today. The third thing I like about this filter is how compact and lightweight it is. This thing literally fits in my palm. Any other traditional filter system with two stages, like matte boxes or landscape kits, tend to be heavier and bulkier. This creates problems when trying to pack light for trips. The fourth thing I really appreciate is the price of this system. Honestly, with how revolutionary this product is, I believe that they could have charged more, but I'm glad they didn't and chose to go with the route to make this more accessible to most filmmakers. Freewell products have always been known to be a good balance between quality and affordability. That pretty much summarizes all my thoughts on this filter system. If you guys are interested in a video where I compare the image quality of this filter to traditional filters, do let me know in the comment sections down below. I have also included a link to where you can purchase this filter should you be interested. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it useful. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you did. That's it for today. It's a wrap!